Hello everyone, welcome to a new video on the channel. In this video, I'm going to be going through how top detailers never miss any leads, and here's how they stay booked up for months and months in advance. Let's get straight into it. Now, the problem, most detailers do this and lose jobs every single day. Let's find out what that is, right? Let's now create a scenario. The scenario is a lead comes in while you're working, because you may be a detailer that takes all the sales calls while actually working on the cars, right? Let's play out the scenario. A lead comes in while you're working. You miss it, no reply, and the lead is already gone. Because you're on a job, you can't just take the phone while you're on a job. The lead is gone and you haven't responded to them, right? We move on. Now, they move on to the next detail because no one's special. They've more likely gone on Google or gone on Instagram or Facebook or any sort of social media platform, found your business, so you're actually able to attract the lead. But now, because you're able to answer the phone or respond to their message on time, they've moved on to the next detailer, most likely after one swipe or one scroll on Google, right? Now, the cost. What is the cost for losing that lead? That was a $500 to $1,500 job that you just missed out on, depending on what service. If it's a ceramic coating, you've missed out. Gone instantly. And every missed leads equals lost revenue. Simple as that. I know you might say, hey, it might not have closed. No, you need to have a conversation with every single lead you have coming in, or it's void regardless. I would even say you have the conversation. I say get a sales team like ourselves to do it, but we'll get into that later on, right? The reality, now multiply that every single week, right? You've missed that one call, but imagine how many calls every single week you're actually missing. Actually missing. So imagine you're missing like 26, 30 leads a week just because you're busy and away. That's a lot of money you're missing out on. Do the multiple. You're missing out 20 leads a week, and they all cost between $500 to 1.5K. Do the maths. So you need to make sure you stay up above the curb. Now, this is a gap between the average and the top detailers, right? Number one, the average detailer misses calls, slow to reply, has no follow-up, right? Now, the top detailer captures every lead in a CRM platform, responds instantly to leads, and also follows up automatically with automations to actually stay on top of the curb as well. And also, most likely, has a sales team closing deals for them and handling all their back end as well, which is the key, right? The shift. Top detailers don't miss leads ever. They have a system and it handles it for them. They don't have to look at the leads, whether they're on the job or just handling business operations. They have to worry about leads or anything like that. Everything is handled for them, right? The advantage, they respond instantly. Every inquiry, speed is the difference between booked and lost. Simple as that. If someone reaches out to you and you're reaching out to them back at like 2 hours later, 3 hours later, they've already probably even got the detail done by the time you're reaching out. Which is what you don't want. Speed to lead is the key. The quicker you can get onto the lead, the better, right? Now we go on to the next segment as well. As you can see, they follow up until they get the response. Most detailers give up after the first attempt. I'm seeing it time and time again. A lead comes in, they miss the call because they were away, and then they only send one follow-up message afterwards. You need to be sending 3, 4. Hey, I just following up, following up, following up. Of course, as a detailer, you don't have the time to do this. That's why you need to have a team behind you actually following up and calling and making sure everything makes sense for your business as well, or for the client, right? Because if you're not, then there's going to be a big issue and disparity where they feel like you don't care enough to respond on time, and you don't even care enough even further to follow up and just make sure that they're okay and they get the service that they want from you as well. So that's the way the industry is, right? The advantage, they control the process, not the customer. Every step is guided and every outcome is planned. Say for example, the business says, are you still interested? Yes. How much? Great. Let me book you in what days? Friday works. Booked. Like that, just because you followed up maybe 3 days later, right? And you don't even have to follow up yourself. You have automations in your CRM platform that does all of this for you, and you don't have to even worry about anything, right? It's all part of it. The truth is, it's not luck, it's a system, and anyone can build it, right? Now, when I say anyone can build it, I can say anyone can get the right people to build it, because learning how to do all the systems, automation, I'm sure you don't have time for that. I totally get it. But finding the right people to do it is the key right there, right? So, for example, a lead comes in, they get auto replied, and they get booked in, or a lead comes in, they get on the phone with one of our sales individuals who are actual closers that will answer the phone, real people, and close deals for you on a commission basis. That's the type of system that you need long term, right? Now, capture every lead, nothing slips. Every call, text, messages tracked automatically. Everything is being tracked from start to finish. You need to make sure you can see every part of your pipeline stage. And what I mean by pipeline stage is new lead comes in, fresh reply from a lead, follow up one, follow up two, follow up three, so you'll be able to see what stage every lead is in. If you do not have that right now, you are behind in the new world we're in terms of actually scaling your company. You are well behind. You need to get it sorted out as soon as possible. Even if you don't do it with us, you need it as soon as possible. I'm telling you, right? They have a system of instant reply, speed wins. The first reply gets the job. Quick, speedy replies, right? They follow up automatically. They don't need to sit there and be typing, hey, I spoke to you 2 weeks ago. Da, 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 da. No, they have automations, they have message automations going back and forth and actually getting them booked in as well through messages and also through having a team to call them up and follow up weeks later and putting them into reactivation sequences, right? Now, after saying all of this, I'm sure you're probably wondering, like, well, I haven't got time to do all of this. And I totally understand. That's why our clients work with us, because we set up everything I've talked about from scratch. We set up for you from start to finish. We provide you with a commission based sales team to actually close deals for you on autopilot. So you don't have to worry about all of the extra stuff and the headache of actually getting all of this done. You can just focus on scaling your business and getting your business to the next stage. And that's exactly what we do. If you're looking to get this started and you actually want to, scale your company, feel free to book a call with me down below. The link is below so we can get a call set up. But even if you don't want to book a call with me, you don't want to work with me, look into everything I've spoken about today with a CRM platform, with having the right sort of marketing behind you as well, having the right sort of sales team, and get this set up regardless of who you set up with. This is your time to shine. Summer's coming as well. So you need to have the system dialed in. You need to have your leads tracked. You need your lead followed up on. You need your leads closed so your calendar can be booked out months and months in advance, right? The more leads that come in is great, but if you can't convert them leads, it does not mean anything. So you need to focus on honing in your system more than anything. I appreciate you watching this video, and hopefully we speak soon. See you in the next one. Peace.